Nature, a mysterious force, gentle yet devastating. When its wrath erupts, everything familiar instantly turns into a nightmare. The ground trembles, the sky darkens, and nothing can stand in its way. These terrifying moments have been captured on camera, revealing a power beyond imagination. Brace yourself, because what you're about to witness will send shivers down your spine. These shots were captured by a resident of a small commune in Italy during yet another storm. The wind was so powerful that it effortlessly toppled trees. Just imagine, how strong must a gust be to snap a tree like a toothpick? Footage that could be the beginning of an apocalypse news report. This moment was captured by a resident of Iowa from his office window. He saw several vortices merging into a massive tornado. In photos, it might look like just a huge cloud, but watching it spin in real time is truly terrifying. By the way, despite its massive size, the tornado only caused material damage. Everyone in the area remained safe. It's hard to grasp the scale of a landslide, but when you're right next to it, you immediately realize how dangerous this phenomenon can be. In one of India's provinces, deforestation has led to more frequent incidents like this. Nature is clearly warning people and asking them to stop. What do you think happens when strong wind and hail come together? That's right, pure chaos. Even if you're completely safe, watching something like this, especially from a window, is impossible without feeling tense, especially when you see how easily the combination of wind and hail can snap trees like twigs. The power of nature is truly unbelievable. Some people build their homes by the river, forgetting how powerful water can be. Due to snowmelt and heavy rainfall, the water level of this river in Montana rose by 4 meters. The floodwaters moved swiftly, eroding the banks. Unfortunately for the owners of this house, the bank they lived on also suffered severe damage. All they could do was helplessly watch as their large house collapsed into the water and was swept away by the current. Nature doesn't forgive such oversight. Lightning doesn't often strike cars, but these residents of South Florida weren't so lucky to be part of the rare exceptions. The strike was so intense that it left visible damage. No, your eyes aren't deceiving you. Part of the continent is indeed moving. This is what the residents of Alta Norvegia had to face. Typically, this area experiences a maximum of 2 landslides a year, but they are usually harmless, unlike this one. A massive landslide swept a huge section of land, containing 8 houses, into the sea. Fortunately, most of these were vacation homes, so they were empty. But even without casualties, the scene was, to say the least, horrifying. An earthquake is a very frightening phenomenon, and this case in Indonesia is proof of that. In these shots, you can see how the intense tremors first liquefy the soil, causing the ground to behave unpredictably. Being in such areas becomes incredibly dangerous. This woman is barely able to stay on her feet. According to media reports, on that day, the earthquake affected 430 hectares of land in the city, which is about 14 large football stadiums. Huge rain clouds are always an impressive sight, but these shots from Argentina are truly stunning. They say thunderstorms are rare in this area, so the people there had never seen such a massive thunderstorm front before. When 4 hurricanes hit New York at the same time, a resident of this house thought she was about to witness only heavy hail. Soon, she realized that a tornado was heading straight for her home. The storm passed just a few meters from her, swallowing everything in its path. Fortunately, the eyewitness remained unharmed, but one can only imagine the terror she must have felt so close to the destructive twister. Golf ball-sized hail? That's a myth, but the residents of Arizona who witnessed this storm would definitely disagree with you. Ruang is quite an active volcano in Indonesia, but residents are still left in awe every time it erupts, amazed by the sheer scale of the eruption. This time, they were particularly stunned, as the volcano launched a column of smoke and ash reaching a height of 19 kilometers. The power and scale of the eruption were truly unimaginable. It's no surprise that everyone grabbed their phones and started recording the event, although they were doing so from neighboring islands, where they were completely safe. A pretty clear sign to head as far away as possible in the opposite direction. Unfortunately for the driver in one of China's provinces, not everyone had the option to turn around. So, many decided to take the risk and drive through the huge sand cloud. And although it looked terrifying from a distance, in reality, the sandstorm turned out to be harmless. In Mumbai, however, the phenomenon looked completely different. Instead of a large cloud, the city was engulfed by a dense dust fog. The metropolis stopped looking like itself when such a huge amount of sand filled the air. To breathe fresh air, people had no choice but to stay indoors. Thank you for watching the video until the end. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and comment on the moment that impressed you the most. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to always be the first to watch the latest exciting videos. See you in the next video, wishing you a day full of energy and joy.